Hey yo guys, what is going on? It is Cole and welcome back to a brand new video. This video I uploaded last night, but I thought I would re-upload it because it was pretty shitty, and I actually fully figured out how to get my Roxio set up. So last night it was actually kind of a bad quality sort of thing, like not a bad quality, like I love my Roxio, but the thing is it had like those lines, like the blurry lines in between. So this was actually some okay gameplay. I was in a rush to get gameplay once again. I didn't really strive to get like a really good game or anything. I just played my first game and this is how I did, but I started off pretty bad, but then I got a lot better, I promise. I actually did pretty good in this game, and I ended up getting the full 30 kills. Well, the first one to get full 30 kills. I wanted to hit a trick shot last, but there's not too many options to hit on this map. You'll see me trying to hit a couple of them, and they're all the same shot, but it's a pretty clean shot if you actually hit it. I've hit it before, but only on terminal, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. It's obviously Modern Warfare 2, and like I said, Roxio is completely set up, guys, so yeah. I'm anyways gonna get straight into the story because I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear my bitch ass Babylon about something that you probably don't give a fuck about. But anyways, so this story, well, today's video is actually supposed to be a story video, obviously by the title, and it is supposed to be my closest experience to dying. Don't know how I didn't hit him, what the fuck. Okay, my closest experience to dying, and it was actually where I almost drowned. Okay, so this story was originally supposed to be a shorter story. My original gameplay that I did for this last night was a 4-minute long free-for-all gameplay. This is also an FFA gameplay, but it was really, really short and shit, so yeah. This is a longer FFA gameplay, so I'm gonna stretch out the story and explain every little detail that I can, the best I can. Okay, so the story, fuck this guy. How did I not hit him? I think I knifed him. No, I didn't. Okay. So anyway, straight into the story. This was at the point where I almost fucking died by drowning, so yeah, there's really no other way to explain it. Okay, so how this went down was every year my mom sends me to this ghetto-ass fucking summer camp, and the way it works there is the summer camp really revolves around swimming, so like twice each week, I think, yeah, I remember it being on a Monday and a Thursday each week. It was a 2-week summer camp. On each week we would have 2 days for swimming. Okay, now we'd go to the local pool. It's kind of reserved for the camp, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, but they have it reserved for us, so we go there, and I think this didn't happen till the second week, on the first day of the first swimming day of the second week, so it was on the Monday, I guess. Yeah, that's when it was. Okay, so I fucking chased this guy for so long. Anyways, that's where it went down. So what happened was we went swimming and we're at the pool. Okay, I'm there with all my friends. Now these counselors are fucking retards. Okay, they like stick their fingers in their ass and hope that you don't do anything wrong. Okay, they're so stupid. Like, they clearly weren't watching. Well, I guess this was my fault, but anyways, what this pool is divided into, well, I guess you know, like those every pool has like lanes, and it has like the ropes with those plastic rings on them. Yeah, that's what this pool had, but it had multiple ones. So this pool originally had, I'm gonna say, about 7 lanes, but they took like all the ropes, like all the 7 ropes, and they just smushed them all together in the middle to open up 2 gigantic lanes. Okay, so that's what they did. So in the middle of the pool, there's this big ass clump of ropes with plastic on them. So that's how it went down. So what happened was there's like, it's kind of weird, but there's this cool kid group and like fucktard group of camp, or the camp that I went to. Okay, and all my friends were on one side, so, and all the nerdy kids were on the other, and I sort of hung out with the nerdy kids because they're fucking funny as hell. Still, I don't like them, but they're funny as hell. No offense to you if you live that lifestyle, but whatever. Anyways, so all my friends are on one side, I'm hanging out on the other side, just chilling, just making people laugh. They're making me laugh because they're funny. Like, these people are just straight up dum-dums. Like, it's funny as hell. But anyways, I decided to go over to the other side with my friends because the counselors, they threw in like these Dora balls. Everybody knows those blow up Dora balls, like those crappy ass ones, like the gigantic ones, you know, the ones that are about the size of my nuts. Yeah, like those big ones. Anyways, a couple of counselors threw those big ass fucking Shrek balls things in the pool, and everybody's just kicking those big ass things around. They're mostly on my friend's side of the pool. So I'm like, okay, I'll go over, but there's really no way to get over unless you're gonna go underneath the ropes. And the counselors even advised us not to do this because people are like, okay, it's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? You gotta be able to swim for a good, decent. Actually, I'm gonna say the span of the ropes, like it was about 1 meter long. Okay, so you had to, actually 1.5 meters, I'd say. You had to swim the distance of 1.5 meters to actually get across underneath. So that's what I had to do. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just do it, whatever. And I was originally, after I did this, it ruined my mood. But here's what I did. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cross underneath. So I start swimming underneath, and all was well. I was going underneath, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm right about at the point where I'm on the other side. So I come up, I go to breathe. I don't know what it was. I probably should have breathed in water, like took water into my lungs, but something happened. Like, as soon as my initial reaction, as soon as I got a little bit of water in my mouth, I knew I wasn't up, and I'm like, oh shit. So I just straight up like closed my mouth again. I'm like, fuck this, something's bad. And then I realized that I didn't make it across. My dumbass retard self, who didn't complete 2nd grade, I'm joking, but with the mentality that I have nowadays, you'd assume that I didn't. But so what happened was I couldn't get up. Okay, so I was stuck underneath these big ass ropes. Like, these things are the size of my dick. Okay, like, they're huge. I'm messing with you. But anyways, these things are gigantic, okay? So I really can't, I really have no slack or a room to breathe. And these things are heavy, right? Like, they're really long. They cover the whole span of the pool, and they're heavy as hell, okay? So I was trying my best to get out of it. I was flailing like crazy. And you know when you're underwater, if you ever had a moment like that, when you're panicking, you lose your breath, like, right away. Like, there's no time. There's no breath that you have after panicking, and that was my biggest mistake, was panicking. I started panicking, like I said. I'm repeating myself like a fucking retard, but if I would have hit that shot, that would have been sexy. Anyways, so I was freaking out, and my friends don't know where I am. They still see me under. They're like, okay, nothing's wrong with him. And I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out, and I just decided, my initial reaction was to push back to the side that I came from. So I was pushing back with all my force, like, enough time. I was pushing as hard as I can against the ropes, against the force of the water. I was just trying my hardest, and I stuck my head up, and I was in the clear, and my head was out of the pool water. And fuck yeah, I lived. Because I'm cool like that. But anyways, that's what happened. And I actually got out. My friends are like, dude, what just happened? And then, because they didn't see any of it, because the ropes are so heavy, me pushing on them with my hands really made no movement. Like, they didn't move. Fuck all. Maybe it's just me being a noodle-armed fucktard, but I don't even care. I couldn't move it, so my friends are like, dude, what happened? And I'm just like, I almost got fucked, like, in the butt, under the water, and it was pretty scary. But the funny thing is, a friend, like this black friend of mine, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but he's a good friend of mine. He's like, oh my god, I had a vision that you were gonna do this earlier. And he actually told me, like, earlier before this happened, and I didn't believe him. Because, you know what, who would believe that? Maybe it was just a coincidence or whatever. But after that, I pretty much never doubted, like, whenever somebody said something like that, I never doubted it again. And even to this day, somebody says something like that, I'll be the most cautious motherfucker. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it made you laugh. Most of my stories make people laugh, but maybe this one didn't. I really don't know. But anyways, guys, peace out. I will see you guys next week. Well, actually, I'll do another video this week, but peace.